morning. It's Thrifty Thursday. This is an open collaboration hosted by Sherry at Turquoise Dreaming and also hashtag Thrifted Treasures hosted by Dale at Not Too Shabby Chic. So I have quite a bit of, not quite a bit, I have a few treasures today to show you. The first three are not junk journaling related, but if you are like me, if you love junk journals because they have a lot of old things and sentimentality attached to them, you will enjoy these first three items as well. We went to an estate sale and I bought my first pieces of Shawnee and McCoy pottery. Look at this adorable little elf. This is a Shawnee. I don't know the age. I'm guessing late 40s. It is in very good condition. It is a little bit dirty behind him. I could not get all of that out, but everything else is just immaculate. I don't even think that many things were planted in here. Maybe a little bit for a while compared to this other one I'm about to show you. But as far as I know, there are even no chips or anything. So very well taken care of. And it's very shiny, but it also always, sometimes things that are real shiny always sort of seem pearlescent to me. I don't think it is, but it just has a beautiful shine to it. It hasn't lost its luster over the years. And then I also found this little guy. I've already put some greenery in him, and he is decorating my tiered tray in my kitchen for fall. But this one does have a little chip, but no big deal because I am gonna enjoy him nonetheless. And whoops. So yes, I don't know that this is a Shawnee. It just has a little S stamped into it, so it may or may not be, I don't know. But I thought he was cute. I looked him up, and it looks like he is called Morning Songbird on Stump, or something like that. And then last but not least of the pottery is this McCoy piece. Made in USA. And the year again is probably, I'm guessing 50s. This one looks like it's been sat outside. The bird is somewhat faded. And I did some research on this one as well. It seems like the ones with the yellow tulips instead of the green are a little bit more valuable, but I still like the green. I think it looks kind of like jadeite. And I like how the two planter compartments are connected right here for even watering. So this was extremely dirty. There's holes down here, and then it seems to be hollow inside. And so I worked and worked and worked with it, and there's no way you can get it completely clean. And then there's some mineral deposits around the edge from dirt and water, but that's fine. I will be using this outside next spring for sure. The rest of the items are paper or books. I bought this at an estate sale this weekend. Not estate sale, antique store. And it is very much loved, as you can see. It has crayon all over it. The spine is pretty wrecked. And on the inside, the pages, if the page is in here, it's torn out or not in the right order or whatever. But I've been wanting this book for a long time. The story is somewhat strange. So I didn't buy it for the story. I bought it for the colors. I think I remember telling y'all that I love the colors red, green, and yellow together. So yeah, I'll be using, and there is some blue in here too. I'll be using this book to make a personal journal for myself at some point. So I wanted to go ahead and get it because I just never see this one. And what perfect condition to get it in too, with it completely torn apart. Now I did pay $4 for this, and you know, my conscience told me at the time, you probably shouldn't pay $4 for a book that is not even complete. But again, I never see this, so I decided to go ahead and splurge and get it. I went to a fill a bag for $1 sale that one of our local used bookstores has about 4 times a year. I just happened to find out about it the night before, so I'm glad that I did. I got there about an hour after it had started, and there were not many people there, surprisingly. But I did find a few treasures to bring home. I think I filled up one bag. I almost went to two, but I ended up putting some books back before we left. This is a magazine that is missing its cover from 1948, and it is a hobbies magazine. And I mainly bought it for the ads. I don't think there's any color in here. It might just be all black and white. But I love putting black and white ads from this era onto colored cardstock. It makes really interesting journaling cards. The headings are quite nice. I like that too. Here's a whole section about clocks. So it's funny because this is an antique and hobbies magazine, and now what they called antique is very different from what we would call what they use currently in their homes now as almost antique. Maybe not quite, maybe about 15 years away from being an antique. Somebody made notes all through here with pencil. I don't know what that says. It's really hard to read. And a few things are already cut out, but that's fine. Some of these pages like this, the classified types in the back, make beautiful collage pages as well. And I knew for certain that this would probably just go in the trash because it's very unassuming looking for anyone other than a junk journaler. I also found this book. I will be doing an Anne of Green Gables junk journal, probably 2 at some point, and it's just always nice to find a book that just has some pictures for you to cut. This one looks like most of the pictures are taken right out of the movie that had Megan Follows in it. I mean, it looks like the artist just literally watched the movie, because even the placement of the people, everything is even the wallpaper, everything is just so much like the movie. Maybe even so more than the book. But of all of the Anne of Green Gables movies, and I've probably seen them all, that one with Megan Follows and Colleen Dewhurst is the best. Definitely love this. Love the images. The colors are pretty, and it will be nice to just have some extra. This ended up being like 20 cents with the other books in the bag. So definitely worth that picking that up. I got 2 cookbooks. I don't need any more cookbooks, but I mainly got these for the covers. I am going to be making some retro cookbook journals. It's something that I have not made yet, and for myself or to sell, and I think they would go over really well, especially maybe as a Christmas gift idea. I think that would be an awesome Christmas gift idea. So I found this one called Prudence Penny's Cookbook by Prentice Hall. And so I wondered if this might have been used in home ec, because Prentice Hall, now it's a textbook company. I don't know about back then. It says To Marry with Love, Christmas 1940. So I don't know if that was like a hinting husband, here's a cookbook, sweetheart. Maybe you can practice. But there's no pictures. Oh yeah, there is. There's a few of these. I love this type of artwork. Those would be fun to color with color pencils. Let's see if there's any more. I saw one. Here's one. So this one is favorite recipes of movie stars. So that would be fun to look at. Robert Montgomery, Spencer Tracy, James Stewart, my favorite, Dick Powell. And then this one is called the Cordon Bleu Cookbook. It has a book jacket still, which is impressive. But the cover is amazing. Look at this. Sort of a faded red and blue. And I think it's just French cookery. Evidently the dedication page was ripped out. And there are drawings in here too. This is 1947. I really like the font at the top. It's sort of a, I don't know, a florist look. Let's see if there's any more illustrations inside. There's a fish. Yeah, just a few. So I decided to get this mainly for the cover, again, for an estimated 20 cents with the other books in the bag. I thought it was worth it. I will be making some cookbook journals that are, you know, bound, typical junk journal style, and I'll be making a few of them that are the ring binders so that you can add and subtract as you wish. And then last of all, oh, some of this is from last week. Let me put these aside. Last of all, at an estate sale, I am missing something. I just realized I'm missing a book. I'm gonna have to look for that. There's a book that I got that is just like this, but a different year. I'm gonna have to find that. That worries me now. Maybe it's in the back of my car still. We went to an estate sale, and these are just, so this is actually the 5th or 6th estate sale this family has had. The guy was a sound engineer / home theater equipment installer, and his father was an electrical engineer professor. So as you can imagine, we have been going to almost all of these that we could because my son is into electrical engineering, and they just have some really interesting things. So I got this TV guide, 1963. Again, mainly for the ads. I remember Sinex. Look, Columbia Record Club. All these shows that now come on the Nick at Night and other things like that. MeTV. Is MeTV local, or do y'all have that too? Magilla Gorilla. Channel 13, which was ABC. Oh, this might be why they kept it. It's the Jackie O. JFK assassination and story. This is that's a pretty cool house. I like that. I like that porch. So that was fun. And then this is a GE Electric Tubes Characteristics Guide or Reference Manual. And it's just a bunch of numbers and diagrams. I have no idea what any of this means. I'm sure it was important if you are repairing radios and TVs, but I don't understand it. But here's the screen, TV screens, and then schematics in the back. But I mean, I've never seen anything like this. So there's a name up there, but I can't read it. And then I have, like I said, 2 of these. I don't know where the other one went. An RCA reference book. And the front is cool and all. It's got red and black print. Just cute little pages to rip out and tuck into a journal pocket. Little ads, diagrams. But what I mainly got it for, y'all, was this. Where does it start? There's not many pages, but there is a calendar for 1965. So I'll probably be taking this book apart, like completely apart, cutting the strings and everything so that I can keep these pages intact and put them. It's really hard to find the middle of the signature on these books that are so small. I think this is it, but I don't see the strings. I'll have to figure it out later. But as you can see, to me, it was worth the 50 cents just for these calendar pages because I don't have anything this old like this. And I think the other one that I got was 1963. So that was my little estate sale and fill a bag sale this week at my local bookstore. What did you find this week? I would love to know. What was your favorite item of the things that I showed you today? For me, it might have to be this little guy. I need to name him. So thanks again for joining. Again, you can join in using the hashtag Thrifty Thursday and linking to Sherry at Turquoise Dreaming, or the hashtag Thrifted Treasures and linking to Dale at Not Too Shabby Chic. And I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.